Hey, what's up everybody? So it is March 23rd, just after 7 p.m. and I am on the way to the other side of Jacksonville to relocate what looks to be a small swarm out of a magnolia tree. And according to the gentleman that contacted me, the swarm is about 4 feet off the ground, so this should be a pretty easy win. I have my nuke box in the trunk with some loppers and some pruning shears to basically just cut the branch if need be. So stay tuned and we'll see how this goes. Alright, well hey, I made it over here in record time, so because I'm not at the house, I'm just going to use the weather app on my phone, and it says it's 72 degrees. It's right at 7:30, and yeah, check out this swarm. That is a nice size swarm. So I brought a 5-frame nuke. I'm just gonna hold it up and just try to ease it up and get the bees to go in. I have my queen clip ready, so if I happen to find the queen, I'll cage her, and that should make things pretty easy. Well, if that didn't come up on camera, that was one quick shake. We'll see if the bees start fanning. I'll keep my eye out for a queen, and if I can cage her like I said, I will. There's a decent amount of bees still on the branch here. I might just scoop them off with my hand, and a few on the ground. So I'm gonna get my flashlight and see if I can find the queen and try to make this a pretty quick thing here. Oh, I just saw her. Let's see, where's she at? There she is, right there. Hopefully y'all can see her. Just fell. I'm not sure if I have her. Don't think I got her, darn. Where did she go? Oh man, I almost had her caged. That would have been pretty cool. And I completely lost her. I'm not sure if she's still down here. I'm noticing the bees could be crawling underneath the box. They are fanning like she's in there, so maybe she crawled up as I was trying to figure out if I had her or not. I'm gonna keep looking. I knew I saw her too. There she is. She's trying to get underneath the box. Look at that. Got her. Alright, now this should be fun to watch. So I'm going to move the camera over here. I am going to open up the entrance. Yeah, I'm gonna open up this entrance and we are just gonna watch the bees march in. Once I get the other frames in there, release the queen, we're just gonna watch the bees march in. Alright, trying to do this all with one hand. There goes the queen, right there. She is down in there. Let's get them closed up. And then we're just gonna watch the rest of the bees just march in. Which, there's not a terrible amount of them. Some there, decent amount over here. But yeah, let's give them about, I don't know, a few minutes. Just trying something different. So as you can see, rolled the box onto its side because there's a bunch of stragglers on the ground here, to include a whole bunch of stragglers still on that branch. But I took the inner cover here, placed it under the branch, shook them a few hard times, and you can actually see the bees marching into the box now. So shouldn't be too much longer. Give them maybe another 10-15 minutes and they should all have made their way in there by then. Catching swarms, pretty darn fun. Yeah, there's like practically no bees left. I didn't film it, of course, because you ain't seen it, but that whole branch had a pretty thin layer of straggler bees left, so I'm glad I did that. There was actually a decent amount of bees still in that branch that I managed to force into the box here. So yeah, they're all over the place, which is fine. But like I said, 10-15 minutes. Hey, you can see them just marching in. They know where to go. And they're fanning like crazy. I know the queen's in there for sure because I caged her. So that was pretty satisfying. Cool. Really appreciate folks that give us a call to remove swarms instead of spraying them with pesticide or anything else. All right, it's 9 o'clock. I'm finally getting back to my yard after, oh yeah, you can see bees in there. Ha! We'll get back to that in a second. Finally getting back to my yard after relocating a swarm from downtown Jacksonville, and I just wanted to give y'all an update. Let me get my phone out. All right, swarm number 3 is home in the yard, and essentially on top of the 10 frame equipment I will eventually move them in to in maybe a few days, maybe this weekend, really. All right, well, that was fun. Swarm relocations. Pretty good time. All right, quick update on swarm number 3. So it is Saturday, March 25th, just about 10 a.m. Swarm number 3 was the swarm that I got a call Thursday afternoon, went over to a gentleman's house in downtown Jacksonville Thursday night, and relocated them to the bee yard the same evening. In fact, I got back to the bee yard around 9 p.m. and then checked on the colony, or checked on the box, I guess, Friday after work. So about Friday around 6 p.m. noticed no activity from the entrance, and without any PPE on or my bee suit or anything, decided to pop the top, and sure enough, within 24 hours they completely reswarmed. Absolutely no bees in here, which is I would say is a first for me. But this very same thing happened with swarm number 2 that I caught right here in the bee yard. Within 24 hours they reswarmed. So as I mentioned in that video, after reaching out to some folks that are way smarter than I am with beekeeping, they all suggested the same thing, which makes a lot of sense, which is to grab a frame of brood from another hive, place it in the equipment you're using that you just captured the swarm in, and that should really make them stay. And the other thing they advised or suggested was to keep the swarm closed up for about 24 hours, which I did think about, but it's been more warm and hot than usual, so I also didn't want to keep them cooped up and potentially fry them. Not sure if that's a thing or not, but either way, I still lost them. So yeah, so that's an update on swarm number 3. Back to the drawing board. All right, hey, thanks for watching, everybody. It is late March. You know, we have about another week left in March, and to be able to catch 3 swarms this quickly, it's still satisfying, but obviously retaining the swarms you catch would be a little more satisfying. So anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. I'm sure there's more swarms coming our way. And now that I know a few things, or am a little smarter on a few things, catching and retaining swarms should go a little better than it has recently. All right, see y'all next time.